Hi guys, this is my second video on PCOS and trying to conceive. Hope everyone's doing well. My last video, well it was my first video, that was just an introduction on what's been going on and kind of a bit of a background. You'll have to excuse me, I look terrible today. I didn't sleep at all last night and I just rushed home on my lunch hour, because it's the only time really that I can do this without my fiance being in, because he would just completely rip me to pieces and just put me off. So I've got to do it when he's not at home. So anyway, yeah, so just a bit of background now really about appointments and what's been going on. So I might have mentioned in the last video that I've had 3 clinic appointments at the fertility clinic. And yeah, each appointment is 3 months apart. Don't know why it's done like that, but that's the way it is. I was referred by, it wasn't actually the doctor that referred me, it was a nursing specialist, like a practitioner nurse. And basically I went to her for a smear test, and while I was there I told her about all the problems that I've been having with the abnormal bleeding and the trying to conceive. So she basically referred me to the local hospital. I had a 2-month wait before I was seen. So I think that was April. I think it was last April, so that's April 2008. I was seen at the hospital. I had lots of initial investigations. I had hysterosalpingogram, where the dye is put in and they check to see if tubes are blocked up or anything. So apparently that's one of the first investigations into that you have before you have any treatment. So I had that. I had an ultrasound to check for cysts, and yeah, I wasn't expecting to have the ultrasound that I had. It started off on the belly and then went inside. So yeah, wasn't really prepared for that, but apparently, I don't know, it gives a better view of everything that's going on inside. So I had that. I had swabs taken to check for, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I had swabs to check for chlamydia and any other things that might be going on. I also had the day 21 progesterone blood test, I think, to check that, to see if I was ovulating, and I wasn't. So I had from the first appointment I had 3 months to get all of that done. Oh, and my partner had to have a semen analysis, which he loved. So we had all of that done, and then 3 months later went back and got all the results. The patient care at the clinic is just really not good at all. Just basically, I don't know why it is. You just, anyway, I'll give you an example. When I went back for the results, I went back in and I saw a different doctor again, and she told me, she gave me all the results and basically said, right, there you go, you've got PCOS, yeah, here's a prescription for metformin, take this and come back in 3 months. So I was like, right, okay, so I did that. I wasn't given any explanation of what PCOS is or what would happen or what my chances of conceiving were. Just given a prescription and told to come back. So basically that's what I did. Started on the metformin. Any of you ladies that are taking it probably have experienced the stomach problems that you get with that. It's not nice at all. But eventually I built up to the 3 tablets a day, so I'm on 1500 milligrams now. So I took that for 3 months, went back and expecting to be put on Clomid, but wasn't. So a different doctor again. She was even worse than the last one, and she basically went through all of the results again that I'd already had and said you need to lose £4. So I thought, £4? Why £4? Maybe £40. But she said £4. So I said, right, okay. And to carry on taking metformin for another 3 months. So I was really disheartened. That was 3 months ago. That was the last appointment that I had. But I was just so disheartened, and I just thought, well, you're not helping me. I guess if they treated you more like a person and not just a number or an inconvenience, then you would feel all positive, but it just left me with a sour taste in my mouth. And I don't know. I mentioned to her about the bleeding that I've been having, really unusual bleeding. And she said, well, it's just like a nosebleed. And I said, well, what? How a nosebleed comes from your nose, but this isn't coming from a nose, this is coming from somewhere completely different. And it's distressing, it's upsetting me. And she said, well, I could give you something to stop it, but I don't want to. And I just thought, oh, this woman hasn't got a clue what I'm going through. So luckily, over the last 3 months, the bleeding has stopped, and I mentioned last time that I've started having a regular-ish cycle, more regular than before. So yeah, the metformin seems to be helping. I haven't lost £4. Started off really well, and then Christmas came and I got into the Baileys a bit too much, so I haven't lost £4 unfortunately. So next Tuesday I'm back at the clinic, and I hope that I'm going to be put on Clomid. I mean, I know the chances are reduced when you're overweight, so the chances of ovulating aren't as good, or you may need higher doses, but I don't know, I just need something, because all the research that I've done and everything that I found out about the condition, I've had to do it myself. I haven't had any help or support from the hospital at all. On metformin for 6 months, I've not had any monitoring, not had a glucose test or anything like that. So it's just a case of hoping that, it's doing its job, and I think it is. But I guess I'll just see what happens next Tuesday when I go back. I swear, if they say you need to just come back in another 3 months, I will scream, and I will demand answers, or just for something else to be done, because I'm not happy really. And I know a lot of other women on YouTube have said the same thing, that they haven't been happy with the treatment. It's just not consistent enough, and yeah. So that's about it really. I will do another video probably next Tuesday or Wednesday after we've been to the clinic. Oh, I don't know, crazy stuff. But yeah, stay positive. Thanks for the comments I've received, and thanks for subscribing. It means a lot, and it really does. It just really helps knowing that there's other people out there with going through the same thing or similar. And good luck to all of you. And I'll be back on soon.